Alrighty. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that the Nintendo Switch 2 news has been leaked, featuring like a bunch of new features to the Nintendo Switch 2 just compared to the Nintendo Switch 1. But not only that, but there's also some, Nintendo Switch 2 games that are actually going to be that are actually going to be coming out, like Mario Kart World and would you mind? Sorry, that was the thunder. But anyway, guys, the games that are going to be coming out in Nintendo Switch 2 are Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders, which I'm super excited about, by the way. Which I'm not really. I'm sorry. But yeah, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing my honest thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. And not only that, but I'm also going to be sharing my honest thoughts on the new Mario Kart game. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on, Kirby Air Riders. But other than all that, let's get started, I guess. So the very first thing when it comes to mind in the Nintendo Switch 2 is the magnetic Joy-Cons, which are pretty crafty and pretty neat because if you've pretty much been around with the Nintendo Switch for a very long time, you'll pretty much know that sliding the Joy-Cons is is kind of a little annoying, like sliding down the Joy-Cons on your Nintendo Switch, like, all that stuff. But they actually introduced magnetic Joy-Cons, which is actually pretty crafty, in my opinion, at least. And they're and not only that, but it also stays on, no matter how much you pull it out, unless if you actually press a button on the back, and it actually just releases the Joy-Con, which is actually pretty neat. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much the very first thing that comes to mind when it comes to thinking about, like, the Nintendo Switch 2. I've also seen like the C button from the Nintendo Switch, which I'm really curious about. A lot of people are saying that it's probably the capture button or something, but I still have no idea what the capture button even does for the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, if I do happen to get my hands on the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm probably never going to be using that C button, to say the absolute least. I mean, I would probably want to go for a test drive for that when it comes to that button, but I don't know. I mean, some questions will be answered once we actually get our filthy, greasy hands on the Nintendo Switch 2. Another thing about the Nintendo Switch 2 is that it will actually have a bigger screen, which I believe now, because I'm sure the Nintendo Switch 2 will actually be a lot more heavier than the Nintendo Switch 1, because it's pretty much a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Well, actually no, that's kind of a lie, because I kind of expected the Nintendo Switch 2 to be at least the same size as the Nintendo Switch 1. So, yeah. It also has two charging ports, which is kind of neat, and it's kind of convenient now. Imagine this. Let's say that you're actually playing on tabletop mode, and then all of a sudden all of a sudden your Nintendo Switch is about to die, and you pretty much have nothing to stand it up while it's charging on the bottom. But that's when the what was it called? That's when the second USB port on the top actually comes into play. It's actually more convenient when you actually just want to charge your Nintendo Switch 2 when your battery's running out. So I think I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Now, one more thing that I really want to share my thoughts about the Nintendo Switch 2 is the camera. It's, oh my god. Thinking about it makes me kind of fascinated, and it's actually stunning. I'm not lying. I didn't really know that they actually had a Nintendo Switch 2 camera. It's kind of like the PlayStation Eye camera or the PlayStation 5 camera. but it's Nintendo style, and I kind of want to know, and I kind of wonder how that will actually work out. So yeah, that's pretty much all the thoughts that I have for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now let's get into my thoughts in the I kind of forgot what the name is. Give me one sec. Mario Kart World. Okay, so let's go ahead and share my thoughts on the Mario Kart World game. So first, it's probably gonna have like a 24-player game, which is kind of nice. And I think that there's actually gonna be optional outfits that you can actually put on your favorite Mario character, like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, all those characters. Actually, I'm not too sure about Bowser, but you get the point. But most importantly, they're actually going to bring back Baby Luigi. I mean, I think they would actually do that like all the time when it comes to newer Mario Kart games, because I kind of want to assume that Baby Luigi would actually always be a character in the new generation of Mario Kart games. But you get the point. Oh yeah, needless to say that oh yeah, by the way, needless to say that they're actually going to bring back the Tiny Titan, or I don't know, it was like a Tiny Titan inspired car body. I'm pretty sure there was like a cart in that wasn't a Mario Kart game that actually included Mario and Luigi, and that actually had a cart and had like the properties of the Tiny Titan. But still, oh my god, I'm like very excited. I'm stuttering because I'm very excited. I think I might explode. That was an inside SpongeBob joke, by the way. But still, I think they are gonna bring back the Tiny Titan. Well, the Tiny Titan properties, like the Tiny Titan car body. And if they do, the first combination I'm always gonna be going with in Mario Kart World is Baby Luigi, the Tiny Titan car body, whatever it's called, and the monster wheels, if they are gonna bring back the monster wheels, and any type of glider that actually interests me, and then just call it a day, and then just call it a good combo. So yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing once I get my hands on Mario Kart World. Now there are two new modes that are actually in the new Mario Kart game. That being crap, I can't even remember what was it called, but it was called something about knockout, which if you actually finish the race in a lower place or in last place, you'll get eliminated. So it's kind of like a tournament of some sort. So yeah, that's all I can describe about it. And then the other new mode is called free roaming, which is basically you can drive all around the world and your heart content, and you can even play online, I think, or with friends, which is actually pretty nice. I mean, sure, the free roaming Mario Kart game the free roaming mode would actually be more like an open world game, but I think that would actually be an exception when it comes to open world games. If you've pretty much been to my channel for a very long time, you'll know that I don't like open world games. They just get too much fame. Like Tsushima, for example, Ghosts of Tsushima in the new Ghost game, and Elden Ring, for example. But I think Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are pretty much an open world game, and Journey is also an open world game, like clearly. And I think the new Mario Kart game is gonna be another open world game. So all three of these are pretty much an exception. Oh man, my voice is tired. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this quick because my voice is getting really tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a cut here and then just try to think about what I actually want to talk about. Okay, so one more thing that I want to talk about. The Nintendo Switch 2 is. Do you guys remember when I made the video about sharing my hopes and plans for 2025? A bit late, but it was there. I kind of want it, and you guys probably remember when I said that I want a new Pokemon Rumble game for the Nintendo Switch 2. I kind of still want a new Pokemon Rumble game because like I said, that spin-off Pokemon series has been underrated for far too long. And if you want more information about Pokemon Rumble and why it should come back, um I made a video on my channel. Talking about Pokemon Rumble, so go check that out if you want to. Or you probably should, I don't know. But I kind of do hope that the new Pokemon Rumble game would actually be much better than the others. Because Pokemon Rumble on Wii is already a banger, and Pokemon Rumble Blast is already another banger. But Rumble U is also pretty much a fun party game. And then Pokemon Rumble World, it's not all that. It's kind of like a stamina based game. And then for Pokemon, God, what was it called again? Pokemon Rumble Rush. It got removed from the App Store a long time ago. So RIP to that. One like equals one prayer. But yeah, I really hope that they would actually add a new Pokemon Rumble game so that I can actually have something to play that I can see myself play on the Nintendo Switch 2. But if that doesn't end up working out, that's okay because the new Kirby game is gonna be coming, like Kirby Air Riders. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about the new. That's pretty much all I want to say about my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the new Mario Kart game. Whew. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. See ya.